Okay, so let's make a full breakdown of the situation that we currently have on Euro NZD. Now let's start from the weekly time frame. Now, on the weekly time frame, what we can see that the market is currently bounded inside of two levels. This very strong level of structure, which was structure resistance here against structure resistance here, broke to the upside, turned support here, broke to the downside, turned resistance at this level. So this is a very important structure level which the market has been respecting multiple times. If you check at what you have here to the downside, you can see that the market is also bounded by this lower support area, which is exactly the previous resistance now turned support, which the market has already tested and rejected here. Now you can see that specifically with this candle here, the market has already shown a reaction to both levels. It has shown that it is interested in respecting this level as resistance, and it has shown that it is already interested in respecting this area as support. So clearly a bounded market. Let's go down on the daily time frame and see what kind of situation we have from a daily perspective. Now on the daily time frame, what we can see that currently the market is approaching the lower support zone that we have just identified from a weekly perspective. And how it is approaching this support? It's approaching the support creating two patterns. This big M formation, okay, and also a small overextended M formation to the downside. So these are basically two bullish patterns that we expect the market to complete, creating a shift away from this support. Okay, so a clear rejection of this support area. Now, if we go and see what is the situation from a 4-hour perspective at the moment, what we can see that currently everything is just bearish. The market is creating lower lows and lower highs, exactly as we wanted it to do. It is just moving quite aggressively towards our support area that we have just identified from a weekly perspective. So we have two bullish patterns that the market is creating in approaching a strong weekly support. This is what we have at the moment from a technical perspective if we check the different time frames. Let's go and see what we have from a COT perspective, so commitment of traders, what big banks and institutions are currently doing in the market. Let's first check what we have from a euro perspective. Now, if we check the euro from a COT point of view, what we can see that currently we went from minus 114k net positions all the way up to plus 118k net positions. So we went from having way more shorts than longs from an institutional perspective on the euro to having way more longs than shorts. So from having more shorts than longs to having more longs than shorts, with 190k longs and 72k shorts, with 3.6k longs added with the last report. Now, the reason for which Euro NZD has been making the move to the downside is because the NZD has been getting very strong. In fact, if we go and check the data for the NZD, we can see that we went from having 30k shorts and 9k longs to having 16k shorts and 16k longs, with net positions now almost equal. So what we can expect? We can expect some bullish strength on the euro in the short term, and definitely the NZD strength to make a retracement so that euro NZD can make the move to the upside. Obviously, we have new data coming out today. So how we will be approaching this kind of situation with students? Well, at the moment, as we have just seen on the 4-hour time frame, everything is still bearish. So the way in which we will be approaching this is very simple. We will be waiting first for the market to shift from a bearish market to a bullish market from a 4-hour perspective. And only if the market inside of this area will shift from a bearish market to a bullish market, only then we will add Euro NZD on watch list with students, and as soon as the market will provide to us one of our valid entries, we will be taking a nice long with a very good risk to reward and very good probabilities for a move to the upside and completion of the pattern at the previous support, now turned resistance. Now, if you enjoyed this free analysis and education, make sure you drop a like and a comment. It really does support the creation of more free education and analysis for all of you, and I will see you in the next video.